So you're a shameless, disgusting pervert. Well, good. My name's Sterling Cooper. I'm an award-winning adult film star. I'm a former high-class male companion, and I'm here to help you improve your sex life. In today's video, we're going to talk about being comfortable in your sexuality and being unashamed at your kinkier, more perverted sexual desires. You see, the world teaches men to feel shame, to feel shame for who they are, to feel shame for what they want, to feel shame for what they desire, to feel shame for going after things, or for having certain fetishes, for having certain kinks, having certain desires, for, heaven forbid, having certain preferences in the women they want to date. Oh boy, can't have any of that, can we? And one of the biggest barriers to having confidence in the bedroom for a lot of guys is this shame they feel around their sexual desires, around their particular fetishes, fantasies, kinks, and whatnot. Look, I'm here to tell you that you've only got a limited amount of time on this planet, and you could die like that. You could die tomorrow. You could get hit by a goddamn bus, okay? So you ain't got time. You shouldn't invest any time, energy, or focus in feeling ashamed of who you are, right? You got one life to live, so you might as well bloody well enjoy it. As long as your kinks and fetishes aren't hurting anybody else, as long as they're not coercing anybody into doing something they don't want to do, not harming anybody, not, shoving it down other people's throats, as long as it's done in the privacy of your own bedroom between two consenting adults, who gives a fuck? And here's the best part. The more unashamed you are about your kinks and your desires and your turn-ons, what gets you off in the bedroom, the more comfortable your partner is going to be in indulging in them with you, in experimenting in them with you. You have to lead her there. You have to be comfortable and confident and unashamed in it for her to feel comfortable in experimenting and trying these things out. Because if you have that shame and that, that self-consciousness around you when you bring it up or when you try to explore that stuff, she's going to feel that. It's going to make her uncomfortable. It's going to make her hesitant in trying this stuff out. But if you lead her there with confidence, with a surety, with an attitude of like, this ain't that big a deal. Yeah, this gets me off. It's what I'm into. Like, why don't we try this? Then she's going to feel a lot more confident going there with you. You are the leader in the bedroom, basically at all times, and that's something I try to emphasize a lot on this channel. One of the greatest things I got from working in the adult entertainment industry is this complete lack of shame around all kinds of kinks and fantasies. In fact, I got to try out all kinds of different kinks and things that I never even was interested in. I never thought I'd be interested in. But once I experimented with them, I was like, I actually kind of like this thing. This kind of gets me off. I'm into this thing now. But it was only because of I was getting cast as for kink.com, or I was getting cast for this fetish site or that fetish site, that I got to play around with these different things. So again, if you're in a long-term relationship and things are starting to get a little bit stale, in the bedroom, where you're kind of running out of ideas, you're maybe a bit bored of your partner, I would highly suggest you start playing around with and experimenting with different kinds of kinks and fetishes just to see what triggers something with you. Maybe you'll be into something new that you've never thought you would be into in your entire life, and it sparks a whole new chapter in your sex life with your long-term partner. And it also helps to surround yourself with other people who are kind of like-minded if you want to start exploring these things, especially as a couple. If you want to start getting more comfortable and learning about different kinks and fetishes, well then engaging in kink communities, BDSM communities, hell, swingers communities if you want to. You don't have to swap, by the way, if you go to a swingers community. You can just be an exhibitionist. You can just put on a show for other people at a party if you want to be in a swingers thing. If you don't want to, partner swap and that stuff, totally understand if you don't want to do that. That's the thing. Nudist communities as well. There's all these different kind of communities you can participate in, which can start to sort of spice things up a bit, give you some inspiration, and give you some more kinks and perverted fantasies to maybe explore if you're into that. Now, I'm not saying you need to go running around preaching your, new lifestyle, your new way of having sex to everybody you encounter. You don't need to build a goddamn personality around it. Again, like I said, what happens between two consenting adults in the privacy of their own bedroom is no one else's goddamn business. So don't feel ashamed about it. Don't feel this pressure that society puts on you as a man to keep your desires in check.